All right, so here we are, last day of January. It is the last day of the Share the Light Challenge. So 2 months ago, 5 entrepreneurs from across the world, 3 different continents, we made a pledge to each other that we would share valuable information publicly to the world for 2 months straight, but only on business days. So now not counting weekends or holidays. And the interesting thing that came about is that someone in the group asked me, well, how many posts exactly should we have by now? You know, I kind of lost count. And it turns out that we have done 40 posts. That's the number of business days that have transpired through the Share the Light Challenge. And if you've studied the Bible at all or just heard it in literature, the number 40 is very, very significant. So in the Bible, 40 days represents a period of probation, of trial, of testing. Jesus was in the wilderness and he fasted for 40 days. When it flooded in Noah's Ark, the story with Noah's Ark, it flooded the earth for 40 days. And biblical scholars think that 40 days and 40 nights was just a term for a really, really long time. It wasn't necessarily literally 40 days and 40 nights. The number 40, as it relates to a length of time, occurs in the Bible 146 times. But even, let's take it out of biblical context. Let's just look at the significance of the number 40 in numerology. The number 40 represents, let me look at my notes, my journal here. In numerology, 40 represents pragmatism, dignity, worthiness, dependability, and patience. And if you think about this challenge, all of those things came into play because it was very stressful for me to sit down and record these videos every single day. In fact, some days I didn't even get an opportunity to do it, and I would just write a blog article instead, because that was a lot faster and easier for me. And then some days I missed altogether and I had to pay the $50 penalty. And now that $50 penalty that we collected whenever someone missed, we're taking that pot and we're donating it to charity. So I'll do that after this weekend. But the way it looks right now, we're gonna donate it to this charity called TechnoServe. And what they do is a nonprofit organization that helps enterprising people, entrepreneurs in developing countries get a head start, get a leg up. So I did some research and vetting on the charity. It's ranked 3 out of 4 stars on Charity Navigator. So it seems like they're very legitimate, very responsible, and that the dollars will be applied correctly. It's not a lot, you know, people who participated in this challenge were actually very diligent, very committed, and very few people missed. But I missed a few and I put my money in, so did a few other people, and we're gonna do as we said, and we're gonna donate to the charity because it's all about bettering ourselves and bettering others at the end of the day. So I would like to thank everyone who participated in this Share the Light Challenge. I'm sure that we will look back on this experience as something that truly transformed our lives. You know, 5-10 years from now, who knows what trajectory this will have put us on, and we'll look back on this and be able to point to these past 2 months as a really pivotal moment. So I'm just excited about the future. I'm excited to see what happens with everyone. So what's next for me? Well, this is just the beginning. This is a commencement. It is not the end. It is a beginning. Now that we've come through the period of testing and tribulation, there's always a transformation after the 40 days. Things weren't like they were before the 40 days. Whenever you hear a story that involves like the 40-day or the 40-year period. So after this, for me, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, get some rest, exercise a little bit. In order to find time to do this, I did cut out some sleep. I cut out a little bit of work. I cut out a little bit of exercise. So I got to get things a little bit back to normal. And then I will resume a schedule of posting videos regularly, at least once or twice per week. I'll post them publicly here on YouTube. But I'm also going to reinvest and double down in a program that I already have out there. It's one of my businesses that I just started growing a few years ago. It's called the Greekpreneur Program. And we have a few members in there where we help people who are aspiring entrepreneurs and who want to earn a little bit of passive income, where they can start their own website selling fraternity and sorority paraphernalia, or really whatever it is they're passionate about. They can sell custom branded paraphernalia. They don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. We do the fulfillment for them. We handle the customer service, the shipping, all of that, the website building, the website maintenance and production. All they have to do is market their site and get people to come shop. And we also help them by providing training on how to actually do sales and marketing. But that is the part where I didn't think about it until after going through this challenge, but I have so much more of myself that I can give to my Greekpreneurs, and I am going to do that now. Now that I've had an opportunity to develop this muscle a little bit, I feel very comfortable sharing about my own journey over the past 2 decades. I've specialized in fraternity and sorority paraphernalia, branded paraphernalia, retail, e-commerce, and I've had a lot of failures along the way. I've endured a lot of bumps and bruises, and it does not do anyone good for me to withhold that information and hoard that knowledge, but instead I need to continue to share the light with the world, especially with those Greekpreneurs who are paying us monthly anyway for maintaining their website and their business. Well, this will be an added benefit to them to be able to learn from my mistakes so that I can keep sharing the light. In addition to that, I will be updating my personal website, ethanking.com. If you go there right now, you probably won't see anything, but in the next few weeks, you'll see me starting to flesh that out, and I'll be telling more of my story there and archiving some of the interviews I've been on and speeches I've given. And if you would like to hire me to come speak to your organization, I'd be happy to do that. I'll put that information out there on ethanking.com. And lastly, I just want to say that I am all in. I want to thank everyone who's been following along with this so far. Please share and let people know to jump on and subscribe, because this is just beginning. It's only going to get better. I'm sure I'll look back on these videos one day and really have a good chuckle, because they're probably absolute garbage, at least compared to what they're going to be in the future. So thank you for coming along this journey with me. Again, we're just getting started. I'm all in, and let's see how far this thing can go.